Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 4 video here on the Long Island Railroad V2 in the Big Apple. We're in the M7 and we're going to be heading over to the Atlantic Terminal. So we're at St Albans at the moment, not St Albans City, the New York St Albans. So yeah, quite a nice little station, not really much to it. Not as barren as South Bermondsey in the UK, but yeah, just a little waiting shelter and a couple of little canopies. Anyway, let's hop in. But I thought we'd come back into the M7, as it seems we just haven't really done much of it. We've mostly sort of been within the M9 or even the M3. The M7 hasn't really had much of a look in. Now action can be taken by the operator. Oh well, acknowledge it and move on. Right, we are train number 903. So we'll whack that into the system. Should then start doing it. There you go. The M9 doesn't come up with that. The M7 comes up with that, sort of where it's like the loading thing. Right, I think we're all good to go. There's an M9. That's everything. Don't think that's stopping. Right, and off we go. Next station stop is Jamaica, and we're stopping at Jamaica, East New York, and Nostrand Avenue, and then Atlantic Terminal. Let's get going. And it goes up to 80, but then we'll drop basically right down to 40 when we then cross over the main line, which isn't too much further up. There you go, track speed's 80. So let's get a little screenshot now. Actually, let's get a Jamaica. See if it's any busy there. So a little sprint just to get up to the main line. Just gonna turn that audio down just a smidge. And start popping it down for 40, which begins on that corner, but fortunately the brakes are pretty decent on this train, so we don't need to worry too much. There we go. Yeah, there we go. But what's everybody's favourite train to drive on this route? The M3, the M7 or the M9? What's been your favourite so far? And also, another question for you guys. Have you found any service which goes from St Albans down to the junction here near Laurelton, I think this one is? Like, I don't know if you can actually drive, you know, south of St Albans. And there's the main line, so we get to fly over. The big question is, will Jamaica be busy or will it be quiet? Yeah, certain times of the day it's heaving, at other times it's like as if we're the only train in New York. So where are all the cars? I thought this is meant to be the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps. But I mean, what was it? 07:15 in the morning, and I can't see any cars on the roads. So that does prove the Big Apple does sleep. Everyone must be asleep, not bothering to wake up today for work. Maybe it's a Sunday. Hardly any traffic on the roads. Right, it does pop down to 20 fairly soon. Oh, hello, there's another train. There's that one off too. Hang on, you're going faster than me. Getting ahead. Everybody, look at everybody on the other train. Pull steady faces. Well, they're saying that they're winning, so really they'll be putting silly faces at us. And yeah, the joys of the 20 mph limit approaching Jamaica. And then 15. There you go. Now's the chance to pull silly faces. Look, we're all at the same speed now. Well, they're saying that you're going a little bit quicker. You're probably going bang on 20. I can do that. There we go. Now we're going faster. Right, that's sort of a red, but then a warning. And I can see a train, 2 trains actually ahead of us, so I'd assume unless we're going to hit the back of it, we probably want to start thinking about slowing down. Oh yeah, alright, don't panic yet, we're at 15. That's not for us, that's for the that's for the other track when you're coming out of the yard. Now I think that signal down there is for us. And at the moment that's sort of red, so can't go through there. Little cheeky little signal down there. Look how steep it is there if you're coming up from well, from sort of Locust Manor, Laurelton way. Proper steep coming up. Yeah, a bit of a hive of activity. There goes the M3, and I can see the M9 moving away. So hopefully in a second now we will be able to go in. Unless there's something else coming up and then cutting in front of us. No, there we go. Signal has changed. Let's get moving. Go up to 15. Cool. Yeah, alright train, you don't need to panic. It's like 1 mile an hour over. Or 2. Oh no, we're coming into this way. Hang on, isn't the M3 in here? Yeah, it is. Look, we're coming right up behind the M3. Tailgating the other train. Tailgating the oldie train. It's like the weird thing about Long Island Railroad, you can just sort of go up behind other trains. Well, that one's moving through quite quickly. Maybe that's an ECS. Imagine this in the UK. I mean, you can do permissive working where you get, you know, 2 trains sharing the same platform but moving at the same time. Doesn't very usually happen. Actually, I've seen it happen before though. So there was an attachment at my station, and the driver had stopped basically not at the end stop marker. So the train sort of had to quickly move forward with permission from the signaller, whilst the other train was sort of getting close, which was quite sort of cool and weird to see. But yeah, like literally, like in this sort of situation, it'll be like, whoa, what's going on? So as it speeds up the process of getting trains in and out. So the shade of the red changes as you get closer to it. That's where it looks, yeah, a lot sort of brighter, and it's gone a bit darker now. I don't know. And here we are, this is Jamaica. Shell, you seem to have caught at a slightly busier time. It's got all the M7s, so it's just M7, so M7, M7, M7. No M9s or M3s allowed here. And yeah, East New York next. Which I don't know if I've actually stopped there. No, I think I have stopped there once within the new Long Island Railroad. And we have to wait until the exact time here as well. Because then the signal then changes. But on some services you run fast all the way from here to the Atlantic terminal. But we got a couple of stops, but they're only little stops, they don't take too long. Put you into max, stop you beeping us. And there's a couple, well, another train behind us. Two trains, we've got one train going in behind the other one there. Which is possibly going into the other platform. It would make sense. Oh my, hang on. Hang on, that looks a bit close. What's going on? Gotta go and have a look. That looks way too close. Wow. Okay. I'd advise against using the Long Island Railroad in real life at this time in the morning. If you're sitting in that rear coach right at the back, it might get a bit snug. Wow. Let's get the door shut. Let's get out of it before that happens to our train. We're the Atlantic terminal, lads and girls. Right, let's go. About to buzz him back then. They can all go off to Penn. We're going to the terminal. It's quite quick going down to Atlantic Terminal. I think it's a lot closer than going up to New York Penn. Even at the same time, that's a good place to get a nice screenshot if we can. Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, really bloody building in the way. That'll do. Something like that maybe. I'll get a bit further back, but yeah, that blooming building's in the way. There we go. That will have to do. So I'm wondering where that M3 went as well. I wonder if that went to Atlantic Terminal. Hopefully if it did, hopefully it would be a fast one. Also quick check, we're not stopping at, no. Because you can now get stops at the staff terminal, at the little yard here. But looks like we get to go past it. Also, another weird thing about this route MTA requested is that the signal ID numbers are randomised. So all of this will be different every time you come to this signal. It will probably be different. It won't be 8B or 4E. It'll be different, which is just really bizarre. Like, all about safety, but why would they randomise the signal IDs? It's not really going to make a huge difference. I can't imagine it would. I'm not sure it's 80, I think it's 70 along here. Through the tunnel. Well, it could be 80, but I'm pretty certain it's 70. Track speed hasn't come up yet. Oh, 45 here. Okay, don't panic, train. Alright, we're slowing down. There we go. 45, obviously. I'm pretty certain it goes up to 70 in the tunnel. There was a little staff. There you go, 70 now. A little staff hall. Is it 45 through East New York? Although we are stopping there. So we also get to the abandoned station as well, Woodhaven. Which you can actually spawn in there, and it's a really sort of eerie but cool place. It's got abandoned in 1939, I think. So been closed a little while. Oh, this is weird coming through here. So I know, looking at the sort of the wall and the roof, sort of the yeah, the lines and stuff. I don't know, it's a bit sort of funny coming through here. Funny to the eye. So yeah, it should pass Woodhaven shortly, which I would recommend spawning in there and having a look. It's quite, yeah, it's really just, it's almost like a TSW horror type thing. It just looks really good. Like, it looks proper abandoned. Here it is, here I think, yeah. Like an eerie old place. And yeah, we should get brought down for East New York. I think the speed will drop beforehand. So I'll start popping that down. Cool. Yeah, just a nice chilled out run over to Atlantic Town. There's lots of service variety on here, so lots to get stuck into. I thought, well, actually before this I played the Midland Main Line. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to Long Island Railroad, play some of that. So yeah, came on and saw the little St Albans to Atlantic Terminal service, so I thought, perfect, let's do that one. So that is what we're doing. Cool. Yeah, East New York should be coming up soon. I don't think it's too much further away. Probably slow down like halfway in between the stations still. I don't think it's too far. And we should speed back up again, just in case it's a bit further. Come on. I want to get to East New York. Where is it? You sort of, yeah, come around the corner and you're sort of into it, ain't? It's just like the longest tunnel, this one. It's like the sort of, it's like this, it's like the perfect example of, are we nearly there yet when you're going through it? There's ages. It just goes on and on. Where's East New York? Want to pop out into it now. It's about time. Right, let's. Okay, it must be coming up to now. You got to cross over there. Sort of a tight right-hand corner. Right, here we are. There. It just goes on forever. Like, it's like most of the Atlantic Terminal branch, just going through that. It's a long old time. Right, where are the stop markers? Is there a stop marker? Yeah, there is there. And we're 6 coaches long. to 8 multiple unit. See, do you ever get the diesel trains coming along here, or is this purely just for the electric services? Or have the diesel trains ever come along here? Like is it the D30 and the DM30? Yeah, Nostrand Avenue next. Let's go. So another M7, oh no, M9 there. M9 coming into East New York. Actually, I don't really have, when it comes to the M9 on the M7, I have like no preference to what I drive, because they drive exactly the same. I haven't really noticed any, like, oh no, the M9's a lot quicker. They just drive exactly the same. The cab's near enough exactly the same as well. I suppose in a way it's similar to driving, say, something like the 377 and then jumping over to the 387. They drive near enough exactly the same, just one slightly more modern. And the cab's almost exactly the same. And we then go on to the sort of overbridge part, or sort of, yeah, the sort of suspended part of the branch. It's sort of a mix. You sort of go through that massive tunnel, and then you go up onto here for a bit, and then into the other tunnel into Atlantic Terminal. Just can't make its mind up whether it's in or out, or over or under. But it's not too far to Nostrand Avenue from here. What is that over there? Hang on, let's quickly have a photo. What is that? The temples of the field of view's screwing up now. What is that over there? Yeah, that, you see it? Obviously some sort of skyscraper or some sort of high rise. Maybe that's where Long Island City is, sort of over that way, maybe. Could that be where that is? Yeah, that would sort of be over that way. Or some sort of temple of New York. Yeah, the distance scenery isn't the greatest on here. I mean, yeah, simply just go like that, and that you can see sort of fields and stuff on sort of either side. Which, I mean, this is sort of, yeah, the very built-up urbanised area of New York City. So obviously you just have houses stretching for miles, and almost at Nostrand Avenue though, and after that we then dive into the tunnel, and then yeah, get ready for the 5 mile. Oh my, yeah, all right, 40. Then down for the 5 mile per hour limit coming into Atlantic Terminal, which is not pleasant. Well, at least we don't have to wait for the back of the train to pass the like if you're going out of it. That's a positive. Lovely. Come on, Nostrand, we're waiting for you. Like a warning signal there again. I think it's 30 coming down into the tunnel. Yeah, 30. So it's quite steep and tight corner. Yeah, shoots us into Atlantic Terminal. I wonder if many people commute from Nostrand Avenue into Atlantic Terminal. Like, not far at all, but yeah, I wonder if, I don't know, does anyone watching, is your local station Nostrand Avenue, and do you go into Atlantic Terminal often? Well, I've heard the main sort of purpose of Atlantic Terminal is to get the connections to sort of the subway lines and basically all the other methods of transport. It's sort of a bit of a hub for it. So I suppose you might get on here, go to Atlantic Terminal, and then begin info zone, and then get the subway, which will then take you across into Manhattan to the World Trade over there. Right, give it 10 more seconds and then we'll get the door shut and then shoot over into Atlantic Terminal. So we're due there for 7:43, which as we're on time we should be, well, no issue getting there at that time. There's an M9. A much busier branch to how it used to be. Like the Atlantic Terminal branch, I think it was like every half hour. It was just the services to Hempstead. But now you've got services, I think, all the way along the main line to Long Beach. Just so many more services now to Atlantic Terminal. It makes it quite a busy branch, actually. Quite a lot of trains coming in and out of it. As opposed to what it used to be. Well, I think it was literally just Atlantic Terminal to Hempstead. That was it. Down the steep gradient, and yeah, then the sort of approach into Atlantic Terminal, which isn't actually too far. If you're coming this way, if you're going back the other way, it takes so long to get to Nostrand Avenue, as you've got to wait for the back of the trains past the 5 mile an hour speed. Hopefully we don't have any reds either. That wouldn't be good. Right, we are seeing, well, yeah, okay, yeah, 40, yeah, massive difference. I see a yellow and a red there. So we might have to come to a stop just before the station. Wouldn't be the first time. Just getting rid of that 5 mile an hour limit coming up. Which I think is a little bit further along yet. And that will probably bring us down. What's that going to bring us down to? No, nothing yet. Oh, 30, there we go. And then you got Vanderbilt Yard there to the left. So you've got a few sort of ECS moves into there, which are quite fun to do. It's a cool little yard. You sort of got to go out, go in, and then sort of reverse back in. It's a bit of a manoeuvre if you're going into there. And you sort of got to go out to that signal, come back into there, and then finally into the siding. Bit of a faff, but a fun faff. Right, where does the 5 mile an hour limit start? I'm going to assume it's probably where that next signal is. So when you're actually coming into the station. I'm going to be surprised if it was sort of where we are now. I'd rather not bring it down to 5 miles an hour now. I can see a red as well. Well, I can see a yellow, so I think we're probably going to be coming across here to the left. So I can't imagine there's any other train coming on the other track to sort of cut us up and go in front. Right, there you go, 5 miles an hour is about to start now. Right, there we go. Luckily we don't have to endure it for so long as we're going this way. Nice bit of flange though. still got to go all the way up to the end of the platform yet. And then it'll be over. So it's like, can we try and get up to like 5.9? So we're still within 5 miles an hour. You're going a little bit quicker. Actually, any extra mile per hour, 0.9 miles per hour, makes a big difference. It's just this bit. Once we're in the platform, it's sort of alright. You can sort of see the buffer, it's not too far. It's just this bit coming in sort of over all the points and sort of in the dark. Yeah, there we go. So get us in and get us over and done with. Cool. There's an M9 on the way out and during the 5 miles an hour limit. Well, we're going at 4, right? Get it up to 5. Or 5.9 if we can. About there. Oh, 6, so it hasn't buzzed us. Stick the brakes on just the tiniest bit. Come on, show 5. Show 5 and we'll be 5.9. 5 there. Nice. Almost. If you want to, double click the on the video so it skips 10 seconds at a time. Then we'll be probably a little bit closer. This goes back out in 48 minutes. Hang on, no, track 5. What are we? Track 5, yeah, 48 minutes back to West Hempstead. Again, the timetables are bizarre. My trains just sit around for so long at most of these places. It's like, why? Get them moving, get them out of there. Okay, so she's just woken up and she was so close to hitting the power button then. So just make sure she doesn't do that. Yeah, there we go. And here we are, at Atlantic Terminal. Change here for subway services for yeah, services into New York. Oh, into central New York. There we are. That will do. And whack that on as well. Cool. Well, that is going to be everybody for today's TSW video. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found in the usual places. Actually, let's see. Can we put in the... Oh, we can't. I don't know the train number. Yeah, that's going to be it for today's Train Sim World video. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. The usual places, links can be found. Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, see you all. Take care. Bye, guys.